And welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of JakesTake.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. If you're listening to this on any of our audio platforms, download this episode, give us a 5-star rating, and download more episodes. I'm thrilled to welcome back Marley's guest. He is an actor. You've seen him on Swept Away, Hair and Waitress on Broadway. He's also the founder of the official Janice Jam. So please help me welcome back to the podcast, Matt DeAngelis.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Matt, you are making history, my friend, because you are one of the first few guests that have made it twice on a calendar year.
Well, that is a very prestigious honor. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
I'm so grateful to have you here, and thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. When you talked about the Janice Jam back on our previous conversation, and guys, after you're done listening to this conversation, go back and listen to Matt's original episode. You can find it on JTWJE.com and whatever media platforms. I'm so thrilled to hear about this. But before we get to the Janice Jam, I got to ask you, how did the saloon sessions go?
Saloon sessions were fantastic. We're taking a little bit of a hiatus for the summer. Because the Swept Away reunion concert is going to be April 28th. So there's our April saloon sessions. The Janice Jam's in May. Check. There's our May saloon sessions. And then June and July, Rico and Hunter and I, who are the three main producers of the saloon sessions, are all traveling for work and gigs and stuff. And plus, people like in New York to take the summer off. So we're coming back strong in September. We've got a plan, date TBD, but we're going to be back doing the saloon sessions once a month in September.
All righty. I'm so excited for that. And guys, if you're in the New York area, please check it out. So we got to talk about Janice Jam. So those listeners who missed our previous conversation, can you briefly describe it to my audience?
Yeah. So 2.5 years ago, we lost my mother, Janice, to metastatic breast cancer. And, sort of in the interest of the first year was a celebration of life for her, almost like a funeral or, celebration. And it just garnered all this attention, and so many of my Broadway friends, of which many were friends with my mom. I mean, Shoshana Bean and Norm Lewis and all these people and my mother had very, very special relationships. And Shoshana made a video for us for the first year. And, the late Gavin Creel, too, was friends with my mom. So sort of the Broadway community really came together. And unfortunately for us here in the world, breast cancer really does affect everybody. I think everybody, no matter who you voted for, no matter what, your situation in life is, I think everybody has a relationship to breast cancer. And metastatic breast cancer is no one dies from breast cancer. Everyone who dies from breast cancer dies from metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic meaning it moves outside of the breast to other parts of the body. And so, we wanted to create this community around people who are struggling with this thing. And we wanted to raise awareness and raise funds to help people who are struggling and living with metastatic breast cancer. So it sort of naturally gained momentum. And we were at Haswell Greens the first 2 years. They were a wonderful launch point for us, and they're still a partner and a good friend of the program, as they say. But we have now graduated, I think, to a much bigger space. We're at Sony Hall. We're going to be 500 plus strong at this year's Janice Jam. As of this moment of recording, we have already grossed over $90,000, which makes more than what we've made lifetime up until this point. And up to this point, we've already raised $81,000 and funded 1,700 hours of critical research. And we're looking to grow and do more and celebrate the legacy of a wonderful woman who had lots of energy and who loved a lot of people and welcomed people together. So in that spirit, we have an annual event that brings people together, all walks of life. We have clowns and jugglers and tap dancers. We had a sword swallower last year. This year, we've got Ariana DeBose, Jeremy Jordan, Maya Rafiko, my wife, Christine Dwyer, Rebecca Naomi Jones, Brent Comer from The Outsiders, Caroline Bowman, Krista Rodriguez, Cara Lindsay. I mean, it's John Gallagher Jr., Stark Sands, Adrian Ensko. I mean, the lineup is bonkers. Rachel Potter, Marty Thomas, Omar Cardona. I didn't know I had the whole roster memorized until this moment right now, but I do.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
it's going to be absolutely the best concert in the city, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to raise a lot of money, and we're going to help a lot of people.
That's just amazing. We'll talk about more to lineup in a little bit, but like, I gotta say that's amazing. That's just phenomenal. So, how long does it take you and your team to bring the Janice Jam to life?
Well, I mean, it's sort of it never really leaves my mind because we're always funneling money through the saloon sessions every month, you know? And also, I mean, it never leaves my mind because it's about my mom, and I miss her, and especially as I've continued to be lucky enough to find success on Broadway. You know, I wish that she was around. I wish that she was here to see what Christine and I are building, and I'm down here in Nashville right now at Christine's artist housing. She's warming up. You can hear her. She's playing Dot in Sunday in the Park with George right now. So I wish that she could have seen that. You know, we're going back to our homeland of Massachusetts to do Waitress. We just announced, and I wish my mom could have seen that. So it never really leaves my mind. But I would say the team and I really, really get down to work January 1st. I mean, we do pre-pro, like, you know, we start having like meetings over drinks around late September, early November, trying to figure out, you know, the general outline of who we're going to get to music direct. Because luckily Ben Rauhala is a dear friend and knew my mom, you know, Disney princess parties and all that stuff. He's incredible, has all these wonderful relationships in show business, and he's an incredible player and band leader. And he knew my mom personally, and so that's always very special to get Ben. But he did the first one, and then he's been too busy. So we're very lucky to have him back. As many personal connections to Janice as we can find, we try to use, and we have the Waitress band, all of whom also knew my mom. So that's really cool. But you know, we start to build our team because we have our core group of producers. Like it's my wife, it's me, Larkin Bogan, Brian Campione from Playbill.com, and Playbill is our official media sponsor for the event. And that's sort of like the core group. We have our keynote speaker. Her name is Tammy Eagle Bowling. She was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer in her second ever mammogram at 41 years old, and was given a very limited life sentence at that point. And she's been alive for 10 years. Now she's a motivational speaker, and she helps us run this program, and she helps us raise money and get corporate sponsorship. And it's a really great team. And I think that it's a testament to A, like I said before, how much cancer affects everybody, but B, I think it's a testament of what you can do if you have a bunch of people who care and who are willing to work really hard to do something. And I'm very grateful that my mom's legacy and you know in Christine and my hard work is, you know, sharing her story has affected so many people and inspired so many people to work on this project, because we're not at the place, we're not writing everybody checks. People are donating their time, and it really means a lot to me. And it means a lot that everybody's busy and people are buying tickets. You know, as of recording of this podcast, which I know we're coming out a little bit later, we've only got like 40 seats left. So we're doing really, really well. And our first year at Sony Hall, and I think we're going to sell it out. Hopefully by the time this broadcast, we will be sold out. But we'll talk about this later. There is a link that if we are sold out, which I hope we are, that you can still give digitally. You can donate to our little pool of money for the Janice Jam. And fingers crossed, I'm hoping that people who don't attend the event can also compete in the auction. I hope. We're working on that. But also, we will be live streaming the event on the official Janice Jam Instagram, and also there's a streamer named April on Twitch, which all that information will be all over the official Instagram stuff. She's going to be from the beginning of the carpet to the end of the concert. She's going to be live, we hope, on the front page of Twitch. So for any gamers out there or anybody who uses Twitch, we will be there as well. So there'll be 2 streams where even if you're not able to attend, you can still watch, and we will be giving information as to how you can donate and help us raise money.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to have to make sure I drop in some donations in a second. I'm going to hold myself accountable for that. And I got to say this, when you ran through the lineup, and like I already saw when Ariana DeBose and then Jeremy Jordan and Christina Rodriguez and Kara Lindsay on Instagram, and when you said those initial names, my jaw just dropped. So because it's what goes through your mind when you say you have those commitments and say we want to help out.
Well, I mean, I think that with everything being so crazy and everybody being so busy all the time, like I think sometimes it's easy to forget that Broadway is a community. And I've been in show business for 20 years, and I've been so fortunate to have incredible mentors. I mean, my first job on Broadway, I got to watch Casey Levy, Will Swenson, Gavin Creel all work and lead and bring people together, and I was so inspired by that. And I've always tried to live up to what they showed. I was 26 years old and I didn't know anything about anything, and they were so incredible to watch up close. And I think that the Broadway community, while everybody's got their own stuff going on, when it's something important, and I'd hope when you're somebody who has shown themselves to be someone who shows up for others, which I always try to do, Christine tries to do the same thing. I think I'm very moved that these very, very busy and important people care about what I'm doing, and they care about what we're building. It's not about me. It's like we're trying to build a community of people that come together to beat cancer. The tagline that we're using this year is there is a cure for cancer. Research cures cancer. And incredible breakthroughs have been made with the money that Breast Cancer Research Foundation raises annually, not just through us, through all the other channels that they have in the pancreatic cancer space. And there's so many breakthroughs are right around the corner. It's just never been more important to fund an independent researcher of breast cancer. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the NIH and all these things. We are very, very fortunate to have an incredible partner, the number one accredited breast cancer foundation in the world. Um, and again, I think that that helps too. I think a lot of these people who are joining our roster, yes, sure, they care about me, they care about Christine, they care about Ben, right? They're friends, we're hanging out, it's cool. But I mean, we're giving Krista Rodriguez an award for her, courage and for her honesty about her cancer journey. Cara Lindsay is just out of a surgery for her cancer, and she's going to be joining us to present Krista with the award. I think that there's more connection to breast cancer on Broadway than people like to talk about online, and I think that I'm just very moved that people are taking the time out of their busy life. I mean, Jeremy's opening a show, Krista's opening a show right now. Ariana DeBose is always doing something, some concert someplace or, whatever. So, Maya is traveling the world singing and she's gonna be back in town. Like everybody has made space for this. And I'm just so tickled. And my mom would have been so thrilled.
And I am so thrilled for you guys because the thing is, it's just amazing to see the power of Broadway and the power of the entertainment industry when it comes together for a common cause.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so I don't know if you shared this, but have you thought about the goals for the 2025 Janus Jam?
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I think we're over 90,000 gross, like I said. Um, it's hard to put a number. You don't ever want to, we're kind of at the mercy of people's generosity, right? And you never want, let's say we do 100,000. I don't want to be disappointed by $100,000. That's insane. In the third year, to be where we are through all this genuine and donated effort from other people, I don't want to put a dollar amount on it. My goal is to continue to create a space that every year makes more and more money and includes more and more people. That's what I'm trying to do. I really want to make a space where the community can come together. The goal is to be Broadway Cares for breast cancer. Like that's the goal. They started very small and now they do like millions of dollars a year. And I'd like to be in that category because this is that important. And you know, another thing sort of that has driven me through this is I think that you die twice. I think you die when you die, and I think you die when people stop talking about you. And I don't ever want my mom's legacy to be extinguished in that way. I want her name to continue to be a force for good and inclusion and fun and crappy white wine and late night talks and parties and Broadway, and I want that for her and for everybody who's struggling, either who have lost loved ones or people who are nervous because their loved ones have been diagnosed with this thing that we don't know that much about. And I want to be a force to help those people cope and help those people hopefully have more time with their families.
I know you will, and I know this is just the beginning. I could see you're right. This is your version. The Janice Jam is the version, is breast cancer's Broadway Cares. And I know it's going to be up at that level.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I believe you guys are going to do great this year. And one of the last questions I have is, if they're in the tri-state area, why should they attend the 2025 Janice Jam?
Well, I mean, I'm biased, but I think that we're the best party in New York. And I think that it's going to be really fun. We've got the Stage Time NYC nightlife company running our after party and our pre party in the room. We're going to have, like I said, burlesque, go go dancers, hopefully a sword swallower, balloon artists. I think we're going to have a clown. We have tap dancers, magicians. We have a fortune teller. We have Hunter Brown and some acoustic musical theater covers as like ambiance for the pre-party. We've got the crazy show that we have, and then we've taken over the top 2 floors of Hurley's Saloon till the early hours. We're going to be dancing. We have DJ Mike Borowski is going to be spinning. We have a saxophone player and a fiddle player playing along with the DJ. It's going to be absolutely outrageous. And like I said, hopefully everybody who's listening to this is out of luck because we're well past sold out. But all the details and all the links will be all of the places. Follow at official Janice Jam for all the information, and you can still donate and you can still watch.
Awesome. But one last thing, my friend. Are you ready?
Yes.
How can they get in contact with you on social media if they have any questions about the Janice Jam, or can contact you and your team?
You can contact me personally at Matt DeAngelis 22 on Instagram. I'm pretty good about getting back to messages, even if they're in the requests folder. And then at official Janice Jam. And while they're at it, because we're coming back in September, you can also follow at the Saloon Sessions. All 3 of those places will regularly have all the information about the Janice Jam and all the stuff that we have going on.
Alrighty, guys. If you missed an episode of the Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar Podcast, visit our channels on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker. Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar, JACOB, Now, are you on social media? I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, and YouTube. Jacob Elyachar, JACOB, And guys, want to check out my original interview with Matt? Visit jake-shake.com. Once again, jake-shake.com. Matt, I am so excited for you. I wish I was there in New York to celebrate with you guys. Please give my best to everyone there. And I know this event is going to be so much fun.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me again. This was really special. And we'll see you on the stream. And we'll see everybody at the jam.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, have a great everyone. Good.